Hey guys, welcome to my corner. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Adys, and welcome. First of all, thank you for joining me today. And I wanted to start off by just explaining to you guys what the podcast is going to be about, why I decided to do this, the logo, and just chat with you guys a little bit before we dive in. So let's get started. I first wanted to start off by thanking a few special people. First of all, thank you to God, because without him and without his strength that he gives me, I wouldn't be able to do this. Secondly, I wanted to say a huge thank you to my husband, who has been with me since we were 15, and just for being my rock, for being my support, for being just everything that I ever needed, and for supporting me through this journey and allowing me to do this and talk about something so personal to us. So thanks, babe. And secondly, I wanted to give a shout out to my compadres, Carla and Diego. I just wanted to say thank you, because without your guys' support and encouragement and just really being there for us during all of this time, I don't know where we would have been without you guys. So thanks for the long talks, the cries, and just getting deep with us and allowing us to express ourselves even if you didn't always understand us. So thank you to you guys, and thank you to everyone that's joining me and is here on my first episode. So I wanted to explain to you guys why I wanted to do this, and it's something that I've thought of for a very long time. I've struggled with infertility for, I want to say, about 5 years, and let me tell you, it's not easy. This is not easy to do, to talk about it and to relive everything that I went through, and express everything that I want to express. It's not easy, and it's scary, to be honest with you guys. But I also feel like there is so much power in that, and it is a topic that isn't talked a lot about. It's a topic that most people hide away from it and are afraid to speak up and say, hey, this is what's going on. And I think that's why I wanted to start this podcast, and I wanted to bring awareness to the world and bring awareness to the internet, and just overall really tell women out there that you're not alone. You're not alone, and I want to build a community where we can help one another in these struggles, in every step of your journey, that you might have a friend there for you, because a lot of times I wanted that, and I didn't have that myself. I didn't know who to turn to or who to talk to at times, because I was so afraid that I was going to hurt someone's feelings, or, you know, everyone around me was getting pregnant and was having their babies, and I didn't want to bother them as I felt with this inconvenience. I didn't want to go over and be this burden to someone. And I feel like had I had a community, had I had someone to talk to about everything that was going on, I wouldn't have felt so alone. So really, that's why I wanted to do this podcast. That's why I wanted to start this community and finally speak up about it, and just let every woman out there know that you're not alone. You know, I've found out once I posted that I was going through this journey, I found so many friends, so many support systems just talking with women about what they had gone through, and having no idea that all these people around me were suffering through the same thing I was. But yet I felt so alone, and I felt so ashamed to talk about it and really shine some light into what is infertility. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do this. It's something that I wanted to do way back when, a couple years ago, and for one thing or another, I went through some hard things in my life that just I couldn't go through with it, and it made me stronger because of it. And I feel like I'm in a way better state of mind and peace about it. And I feel ready to talk about it and to let you guys in my world and take you through the journey that I've been living in for the past 5 years. But with that being said, I want to start this community for everyone. I want everyone to feel part of something and to feel that closeness with a friend, with a comadre, with a sister, that we can get together and really speak about these problems and really shine a light into everything that's going on in your world as well as my world. I would love to share stories, to just share your experiences, share what's going on in your world. If you're scared or you don't want your name out there, that's okay. I trust me, I understand. It took me years to finally decide to do this. So know that I understand where you're coming from. And sometimes it's hard to talk about it, especially if you've been going through it alone, to let people in. But I'll tell you that the best thing I could have done for myself, and the best way that I could have sanar everything that I had inside of me, is talking about it, is not hiding away from what's going on and not keeping everything inside. Sometimes speaking it out does so much for ourselves, and it heals us, and we can move on from it, and we can feel like there's not something hanging over us. For the longest time I felt like I needed to be quiet about it and not let anyone know. And especially in my culture, like el que dirán, el que van a decir de mí, or my husband, like there's so many struggles that go with it that I just don't want anyone else to have to go through that. I want to find the help for you guys, to be there for you if you're going through this. If you need a friend, if you need someone to cry with, if you need just someone to listen to you in private, like I am here for you guys, because I wish I had that myself. And like I said, that's really why I wanted to start this and open this community and open this dialogue where we can just chat. Also wanted to explain the reasoning behind the logo. I actually did this with my husband, and we came up with it together. I kind of had the idea that I wanted my name. I've had Corner for a while. Just feel like I'm welcoming you to my world, welcoming you to, my corner of my life. And I wanted somewhere that we could share together as friends, as amigas, and just grab a cup of coffee and sit down and chat and really communicate with each other just like you do with friends. So I thought that was perfect. I also have, instead of the apostrophe, I wanted a butterfly, if you can see it. And I'll get into that on a later podcast, but the butterfly signifies my daughter that I lost, and there's a special meaning behind it, but the butterfly just reminds me of her. So without her, I wouldn't have started this podcast. So I wanted to incorporate her in a little piece of this too, to have her with me through this journey, because she's the reason I decided to do this and why I felt like I needed to talk about all the issues that come with infertility. So that is my logo. This is just episode 1. I hope you will join me for the many discussions that are to come, for the many tears, because I'm sure I will cry eventually. And really, that's why I decided to do this. I hope you will join me in the future. See you then.